My neighbor stole my water for his car wash business, so I filled his supply line with concrete. I bought the house about 6 months before all this happened. It was my first property, and I was checking all the utility bills carefully. My water bill was way higher than it should have been for one person. At first, I thought there was a leak somewhere underground. I spent a weekend walking the property line, looking for soft spots or unusual green patches in the lawn. That's when I found it. Tucked away behind some overgrown bushes near the back fence was a secondary pipe tapped directly into my main water line. The pipe ran under the fence and into my neighbor's yard. I watched his house for a few days. He was running a full-on, under-the-table car detailing business out of his garage and driveway. Cars were coming and going all day. He had a big pressure washer, foam cannons, and several large water tanks. It was all being supplied by my water main. I was paying for his entire operation. I was really mad, but I knew a direct confrontation would just lead to denials and arguments. Instead, I went to the hardware store. I bought a 50-pound bag of quick-setting concrete mix, a large funnel, and some pipe fittings. I waited until after 2 in the morning, when I was sure he was asleep. The whole process took less than an hour. I shut off the water at the street, dug up the connection point, and disconnected the illegal pipe he had installed. I attached the funnel to his pipe. Then I mixed the concrete with water from a garden hose until it was a thick slurry and poured it all down the funnel. I made sure the entire pipe was full. Once it was done, I removed my funnel, reconnected his now useless pipe back to my main line just as it was, and buried everything again. It looked completely undisturbed. The next morning, I heard angry shouts coming from his yard. Later, I saw him fiddling with his pressure washer, which seemed to be making a horrible grinding noise before it died completely. I guess he tried to turn it on, and the concrete, which had flowed from the pipe into his tanks and then into the machine's pump, had solidified. His business stopped cold. A few days later, a commercial plumbing truck was parked in his driveway. I saw the plumbers pull out sections of pipe from his yard filled with solid rock. They showed him the ruined pump from his pressure washer and a cross-section of one of his plastic water tanks, which now had a solid layer of concrete at the bottom. They had a long conversation, and my neighbor looked pale. I gathered that the damage was catastrophic. His entire setup was destroyed from the inside out. Things got worse for him. The plumbing company had to report the issue, which brought city inspectors. They cited him for running an unlicensed business and for improper wastewater disposal. The fines were in the thousands of dollars. Without his income, he couldn't pay for the repairs or the penalties. A foreclosure sign went up on his lawn about 3 months after that. He lost the house. Sometimes I wonder if he ever figured out it was me.